All of our plans are falling apart. You were supposed to control your son, Gabriel.
And you, your daughter.
My daughter is so perfect, she doesn't need me to control her.
Miraculous Ladybug follows the exploits of teenage superheroes, with their personal lives and heroic responsibilities becoming one of the most appealing parts of the series. It's compelling to watch young people do everything they can to make the world a better place, even if it requires them to grow up faster than most and make self-sacrifices. The younger cast of characters and their determination to protect Paris keeps many fans returning to the series, as they've learned to love Marinette, Adrien, and their growing cast of friends. However, the series doesn't shy away from the adults in the series either, especially the ones who have lost their way and become the primary antagonists, making morally questionable decisions to further their gains. Many of the recurring antagonists in the series include the parents of the main characters, who directly oppose everything their children try to accomplish. This includes Gabriel's ally and Kagami's mother, Tomoe Tsurugi. Tomoe's goals and desires remain unknown as of the end of Season 5. However, with her taking over the Gabriel brand and being one of the only remaining adult antagonists, now would be the perfect time to piece together some information about her. Today's video will discuss a theory about Tomoe's past.
Beyond the visionary entrepreneur and the genius creator, it's the hero who we celebrate today.
When Kagami debuts in Riposte, she arrives at Collège François Dupont intending to prove herself to the school's fencing instructor Armand. She takes on his best student Adrien, and the pair take their fight across the school, with Kagami giving Adrien a run for his money. However, since no one could keep up with the match, it was hard for Marinette, as an inexperienced fencer, to call who won the game. Kagami respects the call that Adrien beat her, but she's nonetheless devastated due to the intense expectations placed on her by the Tsurugi family, especially her mother. Kagami and Tomoe come from Japan and descend from the Tsurugi family, known as descendants of elite samurai women. They now operate as world-class fencers. The Tsurugi family has high expectations from the women in their line as they attempt to live up to their ancestors. Their expectations likely have a generational influence. Tomoe has high expectations for Kagami, ensuring she trains constantly, is the best fighter on the fencing team, and doesn't allow emotions to cloud her judgment. For most of the series, Tomoe believes that Kagami is perfect and becomes a miss when that image of her daughter becomes ruined in some way, which eventually strains the relationship between the two women. While we don't know much about the Tsurugi family tree or Tomoe's parents, she was likely held to the exact expectations as Kagami, taught to never stray from the family's obligations and expectations, which likely hardened her personality, turning Tomoe into the callous, strict, and ambitious woman we meet in Miraculous Ladybug. However, evidence throughout the series may shed some light on Tomoe and who she was before giving in to her family's wishes. The adults in Miraculous Ladybug are unique. The series has taken time to give glimpses into their characters, showing the humanity within people like Gabriel and Andre. These scenes show how much each character has changed and make them more sympathetic to the audience, as they weren't always the antagonists we met at the beginning of the series.
Oh, it's just a scheduling issue.
Your lies show an unacceptable lack of respect.
I'm not lying.
The series teaches us more about Gabriel, Emily, Andre, and Audrey throughout 5 seasons. But many revelations occur in the last 2. For example, we learn that Emily wanted to be an actress in Godzilla, when Adrien runs away from home to see her film Solitude in theaters. In the same episode, we know that Andre was Solitude's director, marking him as a filmmaker before he became a politician. We later learn in Soul Crusher that Andre gave up his dreams of directing to pursue politics because he knew doing so would earn him the affection of his wife, Audrey, who came from a different lifestyle than himself and Gabriel. Andre shared his passions and dreams with his old friends, including Gabriel and Emily, who helped him bring Solitude to life. Moreover, when he's showing Zoe where he keeps the remnants of his directing past hidden, there's a headshot of an older actress who looks like Kagami. Naturally, it would be impossible for Kagami to act in one of Andre's old films, so it's more than likely that Tomoe was also an aspiring actress. The revelation that Tomoe may have wanted to pursue the arts when she was a young adult says a lot about her modern character. Since her family has such intense obligations and expectations, her story is likely similar to Emily's, explored during representation. According to Felix, Emily comes from a noble English family who put the weight of maintaining their family's legacy on Emily's shoulders as the oldest twin. However, Emily wanted a happier life where she could follow her dreams and love who she wanted, and she decided to leave her family after studying abroad in Paris, where she met Gabriel. While Gabriel was nothing more than a humble tailor at the time, the couple was happy, living a peaceful life with their friends, where they worked together to make one another's dreams come true.
Although it made her parents furious, the curious princess gave up her rank, her wealth, and her kingdom.
Emily acted in Andre's films, while Gabriel made suits beautiful enough for Andre to be noticed by the love of his life, Audrey. Nothing in Miraculous Ladybug could prevent Tomoe from being one of those hopeful dreamers, living and chasing her passions alongside her friends while also studying abroad in Paris. The question then becomes, what happened to make Tomoe abandon her dreams and subscribe to her family's expectations? Fortunately, the series may have already answered that question. In the episode Perfection, Tomoe mentions that Gabriel once prevented her from following her dreams, which means he owes her, which likely influences their alliance once they're older. We can create a theory and timeline of events from our gathered pieces. As headshots for Emily and Tomoe were present among Andre's directing material, both women may have competed for the leads in Solitude. Wanting to encourage Emily's dreams, Gabriel may have convinced Tomoe to give up her chance at that role. Without her acting debut, Tomoe may have needed to return home to Japan for financial support, taking her designated place within the Tsurugi family. However, Gabriel and Emily may have owed her for her sacrifice, which may have led to them allowing her to use the Peacock Miraculous, as they and Colt Fathom did.
For you. Are you sure you're ready?
Yes.
Felix, who knows his origins as a Sentimonster and how Amok's work, takes great interest in Kagami when they meet in emotion. Many fans believe it's because he could sense her Amok within the family's signet ring she wears, insinuating that Kagami was always a Sentimonster, like Adrien and Felix. If so, it would explain why she looks like a younger version of her mother and why the series never mentions Kagami having a father or second parent. While we know that using the Peacock Miraculous can cause fatal illnesses to the wielder, it's still possible that Tomoe became a victim of its power to have Kagami as a single parent. For starters, Emily and Colt both passed away within a few months of one another, which occurred a year before the start of Miraculous Ladybug. Therefore, there's still a possibility that the magical illness hasn't caught up with Tomoe yet. However, in the headshot shown in Soul Crusher, if the woman in the photo is Tomoe, then it seems she wasn't always blind. There's a possibility that the Peacock Miraculous impacted her differently, rendering her blind rather than chronically ill. Tomoe and Gabriel are also determined to ensure Adrien and Kagami will end up together, claiming they were made for one another. It's feasible that part of Gabriel's promise to Tomoe was that their children would have a perfect future together, ensuring both of their legacies continued. However, now that Gabriel is gone, Tomoe may need to take matters into her own hands.
No friends around, no outside pressure, and I'm inviting Marinette right now. Hopefully she can be herself and finally open her heart and soul to me.
With a longtime antagonist like Gabriel who places his desires above the well-being and happiness of his son, it's hard for Miraculous Ladybug fans to give Tomoe the benefit of the doubt, as she's friends and willingly allies herself with Gabriel. It seems like she has intentions similar to his own. However, she never desires to retrieve Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculouses, so her goals and endgame are directly tied to Gabriel, his brand, and what they plan to accomplish by working together. Now that Gabriel is gone, Tomoe will likely continue her plans alone, but only time will tell what she intends for the future of herself and Kagami. Hopefully, Season 6 will have some answers regarding the series' most mysterious woman.
Don't fail capturing Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous. It is imperative that this situation be resolved before you.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
You sent a Megakuma into my daughter's ring! You endangered her!
Tsurugi-san, calm down.